Hey, how's it going guys, and welcome to a new video. So today I want to make a video on a extremely overpowered woodcutting method that was discovered recently. You can use this method to get about 180k woodcutting XP per hour at level 99, and it'll scale according to your level obviously, but it's a method of 2-tick woodcutting, and there's never really been a method of 2-tick like gathering skilling discovered before. Like 3-tick fishing has been around for a while, many people have known about it, and 3-tick woodcutting was kind of the same deal, and now about a month ago people discovered, or I think even less than that, people discovered that you can actually 2-tick woodcut, which means that you can have a chance of collecting a log every 2 ticks, which means that every hour you have a chance of collecting a log 3,000 times instead of with 3-ticking it would be 2,000. So it's 50% faster than 3-tick methods, which is a serious increase in XP per hour, and I'm going to show you guys how it's done. It is very click intensive, and I guess it's rewarding for how click intensive it is, but it's really obscure and it's strange, and I'm going to show you guys how exactly it works. So the only real requirements are to have Monkey Madness at least mostly done. I don't know if you actually have to finish it, but you probably have it done anyways. You need to have a Gree, and you need to be able to get to Ape Atoll, because you need to have monsters attacking you in the right sequence. And it has to be in multi-combat for that to work, unless you can find a monster that attacks every 2 ticks. You get 2 monsters that have 4-tick attack cycles that alternate attack cycles, which you can do with the birds on the island. So if you have the RFD part done, then I'd probably use the teleport, otherwise you can just use gliders to get there. You want to go as a monkey, and you want to go over to the area with the teak trees. There are 3 trees pretty close to each other, so you want to hang out there and just either bring stuff in your inventory to 3-tick like Vambraces and Kebbit Claws or something like that, or just sit there and 4-tick AFK for about 15 minutes until monsters become unaggressive towards you, because otherwise if you're a human in human form and everything on the island is aggressive, then they will poison you and all that kind of stuff, and that's no good. And like the spiders and snakes and stuff can do a bit more damage, so you don't want to be hit by the birds. You also want to make sure in your inventory bring an antidote to be safe in case you mess up and get poisoned. It's always good to have. Might want to bring a brew or 2 also, especially if you're not high defense. Even if you're pretty low defense, you might take some damage from the birds. Obviously you want to take a hatchet, and you want to take lumberjack if you have it. And you want to take a weapon such as a short bow that has a short attack speed, and you can put it on rapid and have that equipped with no arrows. And this is part of the fact that you have monsters attacking you, and you're taking advantage of the way that auto-retaliate works in order to 2-tick. So you also want to be on standard magics, and you want to take runes for either curse or spells like that don't deal damage, or you could take runes for air strike or wind strike or whatever it is, because that maxes 2 damage and birds have more than 2 HP, so you can attack them with that and they won't ever die. You just want to be able to attack the birds to get them aggressive towards you after you've unaggroed all the monsters due to the timer. You want to go for the green birds. There are like black birds on there also, but they're a bit higher level and hit a bit more damage, so if you can get 2 green birds on you, then that's ideal. And the only part about this that's sort of difficult is getting the birds in the proper timing, because chances are when you just get 2 of them attacking you, they're not going to be in the right timing. You have to pay very close attention, and if it's not working, then that probably means that you don't have the birds attacking you in the right sequence. So you want to notice that they're attacking you very evenly, so every 2 ticks one attacks you, one attacks you, one attacks you. You want to keep up that pattern, and the way that you can get them into that pattern, if they're attacking you on the same tick, like if you're getting hip splats on your character, like 2 of them at the same time, then there's not really any way to fix that as far as I know. You just have to kill the bird and go get another one to attack you. Most of the time they will be attacking you like 1 tick, and then there'll be 2 ticks in between. The way to fix this is to go to an area where you can move 2 squares west, where they won't be blocked by anything. It's really important to make sure that whenever you have them attacking you in the right sequence, that you walk with them attacking you, don't run around, and don't let them get trapped on anything, because that probably will mess up the timing. But if you have them attacking you in this particular pattern where you have 1 attacking you and then 1 attacking you the very next tick, and then there's 2 ticks after that until the next one attacks you again, what you want to do is go to an area where you can run 2 squares west, turn your run on, and you want to click 2 squares west of you on the same exact tick as the first one attacks you. And you really kind of have to do this preemptively. If you're trying to click exactly as you see the hit splat, then it probably won't register until the tick after the hit splat, so you want to kind of click like right before you expect the first one to attack you. And it's just about very specific timing. You'll probably get the hang of it after trying it a few times. It can be frustrating at first to get the birds lured, but once you do get them lured, then hopefully you'll be able to keep them there. Sometimes you do mess up and misclick, and then you'll pull them to an area that messes up the timing, but as time goes on, if you practice, I'm sure you'll be able to get it down, and the XP rate you can get doing this is definitely worth the frustration at first. But yeah, if you do this properly, then it will make it so that the first one follows you and continues to attack in the same timing, but the second one will get delayed by 1 tick, and that will make it so that they're on the even every 2 tick cycle. And once this happens, you just want to make sure that you walk them back to the proper spot. So you want to turn on your energy to walk and just click like 2 squares east of the trees, like the central spot right there. Pull them to that side and then walk back around. Actually, you want to make sure that you run back to the other square actually. Otherwise, if you walk, then it'll mess them up. So walk over to 2 squares east of the trees, and then turn on to run and run back to the center of the trees. And after this, it should be good as long as you don't click to anywhere that you're not supposed to. Though keep in mind that sometimes snakes can get in the way as you're moving to the other tree and will block the birds. That can be kind of frustrating and is sort of out of your control really, unless you can get like an alt to get all the things trapped or something, but it doesn't become a huge problem generally. And you just want to make, like, you can move to the other tree with run energy on, as long as you click to the right square, then they won't ever get messed up. So once you have them set up, they'll probably, you know, misclick to different spots here and there, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. I would definitely recommend resizable just for the sake of having your inventory close to the tree, because it's a lot of clicking and it just makes it a lot easier to stay accurate. So the actual method, you want to have, as I said, a bow on rapid, like a short bow on rapid, have your auto retaliate on, have no arrows equipped, and you want to have like a cape with you or something like that, something that you can click on to stall actions basically, because if you just sit there and click a tree with 2 things attacking you, you actually won't auto retaliate, you'll just keep chopping the tree. It only works when you stop the chopping to auto retaliate, click back on the tree, and that continued sequence that it'll work. So dropping items will stop the woodcutting. Clicking on a skill cape, for example, will stop the woodcutting. So if you're 99 woodcutting, then using a woodcutting cape is the obvious choice, because it also gives you the +1 boost. But you can also do this, I think, with like overload potions or absorption potions from NMZ, since you can't drink them outside of the area. Then you can keep clicking on those, and then it'll stall woodcutting, but it won't actually do anything. So you can keep doing that. You could also do it with fletching, so you could be doing fletching at the same time. You could bring, you know, bolts or darts and feathers and do that, and that'll stall it also and turn you back towards the birds. And basically you just want to make sure that you're keeping up the pattern of every 2 ticks you drop something or click on your cape or something like that, and then click back on the tree, and keep following this sequence. It's a lot of clicks, it's pretty crazy, but once you get the hang of it, you will be getting about 180k woodcutting XP per hour at 99. You should easily be able to at least hold like 170k plus, even if you're, you know, missing ticks here and there. And if you're using an infernal, then you'll be getting like 36k woodcutting XP per fire making XP per hour alongside it. So yeah, if you do this, then woodcutting is basically the same speed, if not a bit faster than hunter, which is crazy to think about. It'll be interesting to see if this method is patched, but there are people doing it, and it's not really any different than other tick manipulation methods. It's just that it's, you know, faster because people have actually found a way to 2-tick, which nobody really expected. Credit does go to Hexis, certain people in Hexis, for discovering this method. This is what Hexis used to take such a big advantage over Solace in the woodcutting portion. I'm not sure, I think we probably still would have won without it, but I'm not exactly positive. But yeah, we got like crazy high hours in comparison to them. They did very, very good 3-tick hours, but they didn't know about the 2-tick method. So we had the advantage of knowledge over them. But yeah, credit goes to certain people in Hexis for discovering this method. I'm not really sure if it will be patched. It'll be interesting to see, but I figured I'd make a video on it because it is pretty crazy, and it's definitely the most efficient way to train your woodcutting by quite a long shot. It's basically double EHP right now, because EHP hasn't even been adjusted to 3-tick woodcutting yet, and 3-tick woodcutting is about 125 to 127k XP per hour. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching today. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Feel free to drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys all later.